All right, so how do we teach by using the power of questions? Ever since I started talking about the Columbus principle, some of you have been asking, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about in today's video. So if you recall, the Columbus principle is the idea of using questions, almost in a Socratic method, to help our audience discover the truths that we want them to know without us having to say it for them. Because if we say it, they don't own it. But if they say it for themselves, well, then they just might get it. So what's an example of this? Well, there's lots of examples that if you've ever watched me speak or present, I see the world in terms of questions. But let me give you one very, very simple example. So I was once finishing up with a keynote, and we were during the Q&A section of the wrap-up portion, and I had a person stand up, and he said, "Hey, Marcus, I'm one of the lead sales guys for my team, and I've heard all that you said tonight, and I really, really enjoyed it, and I've got so much that I want to do. Based on my situation and based on what you said, what, Marcus, do you feel like I should do when I get back to the office first?" All right, so he asked the question. Now, most speakers in that moment, what are they going to do? Most are just going to answer the question. Most are going to say what we think they should do. But the problem is that's not Columbus. So here's how we use Columbus. In that moment, let's just assume that this person's name is John. I said, "John, love this question. And I've been watching you throughout this presentation, and I can tell you've been paying attention. And I have a feeling that you've gotten a sense of the things that you should do when you get back. So before I tell you, why don't you tell me what you think you should do first when you get back to the office?" John lit up, he smiled, and he started to tell me what he wanted to do next. And as soon as he was done, I looked around at the audience and I said, "And that's exactly why we came here tonight." Because you see, John's the star, and I wanted it to end with him. It's not about me as the presenter, it's about him, it's about the audience. That's the essence of using questions the right way. That's the essence of Columbus. And I hope now you're starting to see that vision and you want to integrate self-discovery and certainly questions in your teaching, in your presentation, your communications more as you go forward in your career. If you like this video, I hope you subscribe. As always, my friends, let's go get to work.